How you doing, guys? Welcome back to Masterland Investing. Thank you guys for tuning in. I hope you had a great week. What I want to talk about today is getting out of your comfort zone. And I think that's real important to anybody going forward, trying to make a change in your life. I think we're creatures of habits. Matter of fact, I don't think it, I know it's a fact, they've proven it. To change your habits and your ways is really difficult sometimes. I speak for myself when I say that. I'm speaking with a broad stroke in general, how humans are as creatures. We start to form habits, and it's just super difficult to change. I know as we get older, we're afraid of change. We have a tendency to fall back to what we do every day. We're very predictable in our patterns. I know for myself, when I create something new or I decide to make a change in my life, begins with, it's almost like rebooting the computer. I have to make some mental changes. I usually walk myself through it for a while. I slowly reprogram mind. I educate myself. And the reason I do this is because I understand change is so difficult and I don't want to go back to my old ways or habits. The same thing when I started creating these videos. I've had this land information and been doing this land business off and on for over 20 plus years. And a few months back, I think I talked about it, I finally decided that one of my whys in life, the reason I do things, and I've realized in my life, is I want to inspire, I want to teach, and I want to help change other people's lives. It'll be them doing it, but they finally made a decision to maybe get some ideas, look at some different business opportunities, and they're willing to try to make a change. When I made a commitment to start creating these videos and decided I want to write a program to teach land investing, I've always known I had a wealth of information. I've been very successful. Like I've always said, I've been pretty lucky in life. I can pick and choose whatever I want to do, and I do it well. This alone was really out of my comfort zone. I wasn't ever comfortable having my picture taken. I was never comfortable in front of a camera. Even my voice, I would get embarrassed just hearing myself talk. So this has been a work in progress. But because I challenged myself and I wanted to do something I hadn't done before, I wanted to get out of my comfort zone, I decided I was going to go for it and I was going to do it well. I hope that I'm doing a decent job. I constantly try to perfect it. I want to give you guys the best product I can. I've realized, like I talked about analysis paralysis, it's never going to be perfect, but that's okay. That being said, I've become more comfortable in front of the camera. It's not a perfect thing yet. I have bigger goals down the road, but it goes back to getting out of your comfort zone. You got to force yourself sometimes. Just pull the trigger and do it. It's the same with getting into a new business venture or finding another great opportunity for your future and getting your feet wet, taking that first step like I always say. It doesn't happen overnight. It really doesn't, guys, but doing that old routine for most of us, if you guys are watching videos, you're online, you're inquisitive about different business opportunities and things that may help change your future like most of us want to do, then you're on the right track. But the reason I preach this, and I bring it up quite often in these videos and sometimes in the podcast, is I want to reiterate the fact that I understand it's not easy. Change is the hardest thing most of us ever do. It's like somebody that's an alcoholic. In order to make change, there's a process. You got to surround yourself with people that don't judge, that are willing to support you. The same thing with making a change and getting into a new business opportunity. You've been doing the same old grind every day for years. You get up, you put your pants on at this time, or your blouse, or your dress. You get in the car predictably at this time, you get home at this time. It becomes pretty routine. It's pretty hard to break those habits. So it starts with programming. Starts with getting knowledge, getting tools in your box. At that same time, it's waking up, making your bed, getting in front of the mirror saying, I'm going to make change. I'm going to do a great job. I may fall, but I'll get back up. I'm going to educate myself. I'm going to ask questions. I'm going to be a student of this particular business, and I'm not going to quit. I'm going to excel at it. I'm going to exceed my expectations. If I decide it's not for me, then at least I achieved the goal. I feel better for myself, and I'll move on. And that's the approach you need to have, because so many people in life, their intentions are strong, but they just haven't got the fortitude to take that first step, and then at the end of the day to stick with it. I'll reiterate over and over, as you make a decision to change your life for the better, you're going to try to find and get that expected transformation that you always wanted. You know you could do this. You dream of having a better house, having the vacation. Do not share those dreams and those desires and that will and that discipline you're finding in your body to go after that stuff with negative people. I say it over and over again because you need to, a lot of times, remove yourself from everybody, focus on what your goals are, put your blinders on, and accomplish your goals and reward yourself along the way. So it goes back to getting out of that comfort zone. Like I said, this whole thing for me was very unfamiliar, very intimidating, but I embraced the challenge because I want to always evolve. I don't want to become stagnant. You know, I'm 57. I have big dreams, big goals. I want to do stuff. My life is simple, but I cherish a challenge. So this is just another one, and I want to inspire most of all. So remember that, guys. You got to force yourself. Don't be afraid of change. Get out of your comfort zone. That's the first step to change, because it's so easy to fall back into that rut. It really is. And you know, you go punch the clock or go to this job and be miserable. Make a decision. What is the reason you want to learn a new business? Write it down. Write it down, put it in places, and remind yourself every day, whether you got to do it on a voice recorder so it reminds you so you don't forget why you're so unhappy. What is it in life that you want? What changes would you like in your life? What things are missing? Is it time? Do you need more time for the people you care about? Are you able to go on vacation when you want to? All these things are questions that you can answer, I can't answer. And let them be the motivating factors for you to stick to your dreams. Make a list of your goals, stick to your goals, accomplish your goals. Like I say, set them in segments. As you accomplish these little plateaus of your goals, reward yourself. When you feel good, you do good. In essence, you'll continue to stay on that pattern or that path to success. Don't go out there being all excited, coming out of the gate full of vinegar and say, hey Bob, hey John, hey Mary, you won't believe what I'm doing. This is going to change my life. Because generally people say, geez, you know, you probably shouldn't do that. I mean, that's or you get rich quick scheme and, you know, job, you got a good job. And I'm not saying leave your job. Stick with your job. Slowly grow into this business. Perfect a certain part of the business and become a master at it, even if it's part-time. You're never going to kill yourself, like I always say. Great business opportunity. But get out of your comfort zone, whatever that may be. If you decide you want to be a musician, you can do it. Maybe very uncomfortable. Maybe you want to be a public speaker. You can do it. It's out of your comfort zone. You've never done it. You have no clue. Start educating yourself. Start practicing talking in front of people. Anything within reason is possible. But it starts right here, guys. So I'm going to end the lesson with that. So think about that. Let that resonate, because I want every one of you, whether it's land investing or whatever you decide to pursue, most of all, if you're not happy where you are and you want to be over here tomorrow, it takes you to make that decision. Remove yourself from negative people, start reprogramming, reboot the computer, and do what it takes to stay on that path. If you fall, get back up, dust off, and do it again. Don't say, geez, I fell, I'm a loser. No, you're not. No, I'm a successful person. If they can, I will, because I'm not going to quit. So remember that, guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. I'm going to do a bunch more videos on this because I think it's real important. And it doesn't have to be about land investing. It's about you and changing your life for your future, for your family, for your children, so you can provide some of the stuff you might not be able to provide now for them. So thanks again, guys. I appreciate it. I know I get excited, but I just want to share that with you. You guys have a good remainder of your week. Be safe. Go out there, be generous. Try to inspire somebody. If you haven't subscribed, please do so. And like I've been saying lately, please ask questions. Please reach out. Any good teacher loves to have students that participate, so please do, guys. Like I said earlier, the course will be available soon enough. God willing, the creeks don't rise. It'll be available sometime mid to third week of May. That's the goal. So stay tuned, guys. Please subscribe so you'll be notified when it's available, as well as when we post the next video, as well as tune into our podcast on Saturday. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I appreciate your time. You guys have a great week and be safe. Bye-bye.